Hello, 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 everyone. We are here for an Inside the PFL for week 2 because we did not have enough battles to do during the week. I am joined by two other commissions today. I have Drac.
Hello.
And I have Lebo.
Yo.
Alright, we're here. We all have some shiny badges, and we're here to watch some Pokemon.
Bright and early on a Saturday.
I love that you say 11 is bright and early on a Saturday. Fantastic.
Never too early for months.
Never. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 replays to do.
Oh yeah, because Mike hasn't.
Yeah, Mike hasn't played yet.
Mike has not played yet. And
you can also probably skip mine because I commentated it live and uploaded
oh,
it.
so true.
That's a good
Bestie.
point. Yeah, tune in for the Drac vs. Joe match, also uploaded on the PFL channel.
Yeah,
Great
A
match.
lot of fun.
So we can skip
That was a
over
fun
that
watch.
one. I mean, we can talk about it like briefly if you want at the end or whatever, but it's not. It's whatever. All right. So we're starting off here. We got Tristan. We got Lebo, actually. Lebo, if you want to give us your thoughts. Here, I'll switch the viewpoint here. If you want to give us your thoughts while this match is playing.
This is a great match. Yeah, I'll happily.
Alright, so we're going to start here.
This turn 1 was absolutely amazing. I didn't see it coming at all.
Yeah, what was your turn 1 here?
My turn 1 was I just hit Moonblast because nothing took it.
Okay.
And then...
Yep. And then you
I
got
hit Spikes, and then I just got eliminated.
Yeah, you just got Scarf.
Which
whatchamacallit
not the worst thing with Gambit going down. I mean, Annihilate going down. Monkey Dory, I had Capraja and Skuntank for, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I very much clicked the wrong 2 moves twice in a row, which is kind of funny. Hitting Sucker on the parting shot.
You couldn't do anything on the fake out though, so that's really
true.
only one
Sucker
button.
doesn't go first.
Yeah, so that's only one button. Oh, okay.
I think from Tristan's point of view, there were probably a lot better Final Gambit targets than Mega Diancie, because I think Mega Diancie pretty much only checks
Moltres.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess annoys Wordier, but it really was. Yeah, he even complained later on that like he wished he got a better target than Diancie. But I don't know, he could have U-turned.
That's a great knock on that Moltres right there. And no flame body, we love that.
Yeah.
Interesting that he clicks Overheat. I wonder if he was like
so
nasty.
This is a mixed Moltres that I absolutely loved. Then I forgot about the Future Sight.
Everybody gets caught off by Future Sight at least once.
Yeah. It was good until that. This was the purpose of that Overheat. Because he's still running physical Moltres, which I thought was nuts.
Yeah, that's a really good lure, actually.
Yeah, it was a sick lure. But I did a calc, and I figured out that it would live a Brave Bird, and turns out he roosted anyway, so...
I'm surprised it wasn't dual wing beat to break sub.
That would have been good.
Personally.
Don't want to miss, probably.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, little flame body.
Dude, but he doesn't get the return, Toxic Chain proc.
Yeah, this is only a one-way proc. I was able to sub immediately, and then Volcarona kind of does the thing. The Clear Smog was real good tech, because I'm behind the sub... the sub was for dodging toxics from like Swampert and Warrior and stuff, T-Waves and stuff.
So have we seen the full moveset? I think it's Fake Out, Clear Smog, Parting Shot, and Future Sight here.
Yes,
on Monkey Dory.
That is the set.
I mean, it's gone now, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's a cool set, definitely.
Yeah, but
Swampert's big.
He's so big. That's a +2 Volcarona. That's got to be full. I don't know if he's a AV or not.
Could have been AV, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Wordier was trying to bluff Sucker with that turn.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because it does have Sucker.
I think he just needed something to come in so he could pivot back.
Yeah.
Very possibly. And then, I mean, it's Ursaluna versus 4 Mons, and I had layers of tech for Ursaluna.
Right. Because, I mean, it's one of those mons, like, we just saw it ate that +2 stab Terra Blast, right?
Yeah. It took it, but
it's
not
one of those
well.
mons that's always taken a guy down with it. At least one.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah.
Wordier's huge, actually.
And then here comes the big play.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dragon Tail missing.
So this was the whole thing. Dragon Tail procs before Trick Room.
Yeah, that's
So
got
I was
higher
trying to just
priority.
get him out before Trick Room got up.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily it didn't matter too much for me. And cause yeah, there's just too much pressure on Wordier and Ursaluna together.
Mm-hmm.
It's guard over. And I had a Yaki berry, but I lost it.
Yeah.
And then between Rocky
were you gonna
and
live the guts boosted one?
I forget. I think I would have with like not much health left. But between Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin and Burn Orb, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the self chip is kind of bad.
Yeah, and Raj just sits on Wordier.
If only it had a 140 base power move that didn't chip itself like its Blood Moon counterpart.
Crazy.
Yeah. But it was a great game. I loved it. Yeah, I do wonder if with that Wordier play, if that was for Sucker or for just trying to stall a turnout or what. But it was a great game. Tristan's always a terrifying opponent.
Yeah, you really got to prep for him.
I like some of the tech he had. Layers of tech. The parting shot clear smog is kind of fun tech.
Yeah, that's a really cool set. I'm hovering over it now.
Yeah, parting shot going through sub too, even though we didn't see that come to
Yeah,
fruition.
yeah. I thought it did. I'm
Yeah,
glad I didn't get to find out. Because it's sound, right?
Yeah. It's like how Encore goes through sub as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, nice +2 to Lebo. Good.
Thank you.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. All right.
Good points for the Conference Cup.
We love
Dude,
some points for the Conference Cup.
All about the Conference Cup points.
All right. Now we have Dave and Vanjie. Now this was a good one.
Oh yeah.
This was a good one.
This
I
was a
love this game.
pretty good one. So let's put it on slow, nice and slow, so we can have a chat over it, and let's get it going here. I love this music the best.
I love
Cradley.
these guys just throwing out all the hazards.
Oh yeah. This is OU at its finest.
Dude, I love Cradley. It's such a good like tier 5 mon.
It's fantastic. Love that Pokemon.
The leech.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the mons that is always drafted in tier 4, but we still never, or in the 40-point tier, but we never move it up.
But that's
We'll keep
because
it
it's
down
supposed
there.
to stay there. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. But it's good. Barbaraz. I love that we're getting Quillfish on Quillfish action.
Oh yeah, this
And
is
I love
goofy.
Vanjie's nickname of the cooler Quill.
Pelipper coming in. Love some Damp Rock Rain.
More hazards going up.
I'm surprised this thing doesn't have defog and click it right here.
Yeah, this kind of becomes a battle where they put each other on a timer with all the hazards that get out.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you don't have boots on it. You have him on Zapdos. This is very clearly offensive Zapdos because it just took 31 from a goddamn rat.
Emolgar.
Yeah. And now, was anybody else hoping for Weather Ball on Zapdos to deal with Gliscor before Terra's?
I imagine. Well, do we see the full Zapdos set by the end of this? But I feel like he was too scared of Water Absorb Jellicent coming in. And
That's fair.
losing momentum that way. So I think Hurricane just covers all of your options. And as we saw, Molga's pretty weak, so the Hurricane's chunking it.
Yeah.
even
Plus, if
Blister.
Gliscor is the Terra Captain, Weather Ball might not be doing it.
Right.
Like, Spam Hurricane is just safer.
Yeah.
He basically has no Hurricane resist on Vanjie does. Because I mean,
Yeah, the
Cradle
cooler
is
Quill
neutral.
getting all those hazards up. No defog on
58.
site. Yeah, his only flying resist is Emolga and it's Emolga.
I kind
Cradley
of
is
feel
neutral.
like Vanjie maybe wasted a few turns putting up all the spikes and let Zapdos get into such a commanding position.
Yeah, he kind of just let Zapdos click some buttons. And like, that's a good Toxic on the Weather Setter
That's really good.
Yeah.
without boots and, you know, multiple layers
basically
of...
takes away the second rain that it might set later on, which can be decisive. But I mean, 8 turns of rain is so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just got done with the first round of rain, and now
But it's also
already
wasting
back.
some turns, just like not Okay, there we get the U-turn.
Yeah, so that helmet is
the
actually
rocky-
huge
yeah,
because that
Pelipper's
means
not
Rain's
coming
not
back
coming
in.
back.
At least not from Pelipper, yeah.
Yeah, at least not from Pelipper.
I
Big
wonder if there's
hurricane.
another.
Big butt on that cradily. Huge junk in the trunk there. My
Jesus
goodness.
Christ.
Yeah, 107 SPDF. Yeah, Cradley is mad tanky, actually.
Cradily
And plus,
nuts.
like, Storm Drain is just always threatening.
Yeah, especially when you're
Yeah.
facing a rain team.
Yeah, it's such a good bring.
This thing
And
just...
Jellicent with Water Absorb, it's a...
I think that's probably the reason why Zapdos put in so much work. Vanjie put all his cards on the bucket of I need to not let, I need to not be swept by Floatzel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he just has no switches for Hurricane because I mean, Emolga has either Lightning Rod or
Motor Drive.
yeah, Motor Drive. It's one of those two.
I want to know
Might
what the
actually have
Emolga...
both.
I want to know what the Emolga set was. Discharge... Tailwind? Do we know? I don't even know what the... Do we know what moves are on it? Can you mouse over it?
It does get Tailwind.
I will after the battle because I don't want to do it in
Okay.
the middle. But
Yeah.
it definitely has discharge, and it had like U-turn
Mm-hmm.
or Volt Switch.
Meowstic doing the Meowstic things.
Yep.
All the... Yeah, we got almost all the hazards out. I love it.
Dude,
I actually love the
37%.
strategy that Dave has been going with, where he's got the Rain Setter with the ability on Pelipper, and he's also got the manual Rain Setter, and that can just buy a ton of momentum sometimes. As
Yeah.
we saw, it got into the position it direly wanted to be in up against Quillfish, something that can't even touch it.
Yeah, and also each Pokemon like Meowstic and Durant both came in and took 37%.
Yep.
37.
Yeah, because the third layer spikes makes it 25%, and then rocks is 12.5. So yeah, you're losing 3
You really-
of your HP.
I feel like we're often eschewing hazard control, and this is a good example of how you gotta click defog sometimes.
Yeah, I mean like that was a pretty goofy Volt Switch into
Honestly,
the...
from Dave's point of view, I don't really think hazards does a ton. Like removing the hazards does a ton because Durant and Floatzel really only are coming in one more time anyway from Chip. Zapdos has got the boots. Meowstic only needs to set Rain one more time. I think.
Well, Zapdos doesn't have the boots anymore. They just got knocked off.
Yeah, they just got knocked off.
Can Meowstic even come in? But, yeah, I mean, Zapdos is just hitting Hurricanes.
Yeah.
He's only missed one, I think.
Zapdos killing everybody.
Yeah, it missed one in the outside of the rain so far. Great call on the protect for the roost.
Yeah.
You're already in,
That's
so you don't
great.
need to worry about the fact that there's rocks on the fields. You're just clicking buttons till this thing
And,
dies.
and you already know you're faster than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gliscor, right? Because this is offensive Zapdos, who's got the higher speed tier. So Roost was super free, and Gliscor is never clicking Earthquake there because he's risking, by not protecting, he's risking getting hit with Hurricane and just KO'd.
Yeah. And then Vanjie,
Oh.
I guess, has to click Swords Dance to do anything against the Zapdos, and then Zapdos just clicks.
He's just hoping Hurricane
Yeah.
misses.
I kind of thought he wasn't going to Mega there, actually.
That
Yeah.
would have been interesting. Actually, if he didn't Mega, he might have lived.
Yeah, he might have lived the T-Bolt, but then, I mean, if you Mega, then you're faster. Stone Edge, I guess, would kill, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of, like, you know, if I don't Mega, I die to Hurricane and Heat Wave. If I do Mega, I die to Hurricane and Heat Wave and Thunderbolt. You know? What move am I-
Yeah.
what move is he clicking? And he had Volt Switch as the fourth. So,
Okay,
right.
yeah.
And then the set on... Who were you asking? I'm sorry. Before Emolga? It was just Volt Switch Discharge. That's all we saw. Come out of the Emolga this game. You just saw Reflect and Rain Dance on the Meowstic. So, but that's a lovely +4 for Dave. You know, playing to his win con, just clicking those buttons.
Zapdos really put the hurt on him.
Really, yeah, that was really good prep, and also, you pressed 9 Hurricanes, and I think he missed like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That's a
We
great
didn't even
percentage.
get to see the Floatzel.
No, Floatzel didn't do a damn thing. Thing didn't even come out.
I mean, if you hit Hurricane 9 times and miss 2, that's about average, right?
Yeah.
I think. Well, it's 70%, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like, you hit 7 out of 9. That's
Yeah,
a little bit better than average.
Yeah, that's somewhere between 70 and 80%. I don't really feel like mathing right now. So, all right, well, clean +4 for Dave, and next match, which happens to be my match.
Oh, would you like to commentate over it?
I think I will. All right, so I realized.
Oh yeah, I definitely have a question about this match.
Yeah, there's. We'll get to some. We'll get to some things here. So before anybody asks, yes, I did click some wrong button. I clicked a wrong button, but then it was kind of tactical to play it out as it did towards the end there. But I also fat fingered because I was playing on my phone. One of the buttons.
Oh.
So that's a little frustrating, but
That must have been annoying to figure out Zoroark in the beginning.
Oh, it was whatever, but let's get into it.
I like that we're seeing another form versus form here with Zoroark versus Zoroark.
Zoroark versus Zoroark and Rotom versus Rotom. I'm so shocked this thing, like, if I clicked Thunderbolt, that thing would be dead right now. Both of them would have been dead.
Yeah.
Off jump. I was kind of surprised by that. Also, as soon as I saw it was Zoroark, I had to go into this guy, because I knew he was going to click something to hit Rotom. But
right. I wonder why Sludge Bomb and not Flamethrower.
It gets both?
Overall team.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, probably to then also hit my Terra Fairy Zygarde. So yeah, as soon as I did the Willow, I took the taunt. As soon as I realized that Rotom couldn't Willow me again, I was like, I can go into Zygarde. This thing doesn't seem to be offensive, it seems to be defensive, and I can just start clicking buttons.
Oh, no.
So yeah, this is where I start doing some stuff.
Yeah, dude, the Ladder Destroyer back in Gen 6.
Because we just coil up, and then I like the Gyro Ball play expecting me to Terra, but I was like, I don't need to Terra yet in front of this thing.
It's sometimes very tactical to save your Terra. Actually, a lot of times it's tactical to save your Terra.
I was like, I don't need to Terra. And
you're
then
just threading it.
Yeah, I just was like, I don't want this thing to start going fast. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I hit Glare here first. Yeah, because I was like, I don't want this thing to like Swords Dance and then start getting out of hand. Even though I was +2 in defense and had a sub, I was like, I'm not. I also didn't think this would do 92. I mean, I was +2.
Do you have any attack investment, or were you just like Spadef?
I'm pretty sure I'm actually HP attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it did its thing, it got rid of the sub, but you're fast enough where you stub first.
Yeah. So it was a little weird. Yeah, so he comes in now. It's Zoroark again, because Urshifu hasn't come in yet, so doesn't really matter. That thing goes. Glad that I didn't have to deal with that anymore. That was honestly one of the reasons why I brought my own Zoroark. So once that was gone, I was like, Zoroark is a sack at this point. So this, that was supposed to be a sub, hopefully. Well, actually, it should have been sub
first, though.
Yeah, it really should have been sub. Oh, I could have subbed again on this. At this, well, I'm highlighting over the words. You can't see it. I don't really
think you could have subbed on this because it's always going to crit and it's going to break your sub and still hit you afterwards.
No, I'm talking about. I scrolled up and it was here. When I kill this and then Urshifu comes in, I click sub. Right, and then he Shadow Balls me. If this was Urshifu, I probably should have subbed again. Yeah, but I didn't. I clicked Thousand Arrows again.
I would have clicked Thousand Arrows here. Baiting. I wonder if he thought he was baiting E-Speed.
Yeah.
And then he was going to end up being immune. But you've already revealed all 4 moves.
Yeah, so I should have been behind a sub again here. And then the Willow miss would have not mattered at all. This thing just would have died. And then this was great tech. I thought the Willow hit. So while this was going on, I was also trying to help my girlfriend do something in Tears of the Kingdom at the same time.
Okay.
So I was like looking over, and I thought I got hit by that Willow. I only realized this after watching the replay. I thought I got hit by that Willow because then he flings here.
Oh yeah.
He flings the Flame Orb, and that's how he burns me. And I was like,
I fucking love that.
This motherfucker.
Flame Orb fling.
Yeah, I was like, crazy.
Did really nothing else
have fling?
Layers.
Yeah, like definitely have layers. Well, yeah, I mean, like I was prepping for Punching Glove, Choice Band, Assault Vest. Stuff like that. I was not prepping for Flame Orb. But at this point, I'm like, I can just keep clicking the Zygarde button. His Surging Strikes isn't doing enough. And I live on 1.
Oh, live on 1.
So yeah, Mr. Uber definitely putting in the work here.
Oh, yeah. Uber v. Uber.
I guess he had no Aqua Jet.
No, I was like, I'm just going to click Thousand Arrows because I didn't bring E-Speed this week. If you've seen my whole moveset, it's Subcoil Glare.
I knew when I saw this Golem at start, I knew this thing had Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I was like,
I loved it.
I should have thought about that, but I was like, I don't have it. I can just let it go. So then this, I was like, let me out. I actually wanted to get out here.
Okay.
The eject pack was that? Yeah, that was a miss.
You meant to
item,
put
right?
White Herb, right?
No. It was supposed to be a eject pack because this Golbat is really Zoroark and has Copycat White Herb.
Ah, okay.
But when I Amistar eject packed out because I didn't have. I was like, wait, I didn't break his sturdy. He's gonna hit me with EQ and kill me, right?
I thought it was supposed to be eject button.
No, it's eject pack. You eject pack out, and then you bring in your Copycat Mon and you click Copycat, and then this thing had White Herb, so that's what was supposed to happen.
Oh yeah, the Tristan special from last season of Shell Smash Lucario.
Hunter, no, that was Hunter. Hunter did Shell Smash into and then you did it, Drac, another season. I'm pretty sure, right?
No, I didn't do eject pack. I did the copycat thing. I did was I copycat belly drummed on Mimikyu in monotype.
Oh, that's
against you, and then I found out too late that Skarm was. Anyway, this is way too much digressing.
Yes, yeah. So I was like, I forgot I didn't break his sturdy, so I was like, let me get out because he's gonna kill me. I was like, Zoroark is a sack at this point. I can go into Zoroark and just click a button to break this thing sturdy, so it doesn't matter. So that's why this happened.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that eject back strat.
And then the fact that he switched, like, I could have hit Copycat there and did.
Well, he wasn't thinking about Copycat. He was probably thinking that he was gonna sack and get in. And clean.
Well, yeah. See, that's a good call. But if I was +2 and then he terrored, he would have lost because I had extra sensory, I had Sludge Bomb, and I had Dark Pulse. So no matter what he terrored into, it was gonna get. It was probably gonna get rocked. Yeah. I brought Taunt. And then I also brought. You want to talk about layers?
Yeah, the taunt and.
Do you want to talk?
You hit Toxic here?
I hit Trick.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He Terra's Fairy. I trick him.
Yeah. He's locked into Scald.
Yeah, so he's locked into Scald at +1.
You need layers, like with these big scary Terra boys. You need layers like an
onion. Totally. Yeah. So now, he's shook off the taunt, but he's choice locked. He can't get rid of the item unless I trick him again. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to save this thing as a sack, go in the back, and then...
And this is, despite it looking scary that you've got the Suicune basically has a Dragon Dance up, it's still a pretty comfortable position.
Yeah. So then I go into my other sack of Zoroark, go into Golbat for real. Now, this was supposed to have Super Fang. If you change something on your phone, sometimes it doesn't always save. So this had Toxic instead.
No.
But Toxic...
Okay.
It didn't really end up making a difference. Toxic did the exact same thing for me, basically.
Yeah,
Toxic works.
This.
Yeah, you just gotta live 14 Scalds.
Yeah, when he's locked into Scald, I can sit with Golbat and not really matter. Yeah.
Right, and you can just roost forever, like do whatever on Golbat or on Golem, like U-turn out even.
Yeah, so I U-turn out to get my chip.
Like, sure, he'll take him on with him, like he'll save some plus that way, but it's still completely unwinnable.
Yeah, at this point, this early in the season, I'm really just playing for record and less differential.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always play for record.
Yeah, so I've
seen so many games thrown away due to trying to save a single plus.
Yeah, so breaking sturdy with the U-turn, then got the KO with Surf. I go into Cobalion because I was like, I don't know what move he wants to lock himself into. Let me see what he wants to do first. Because I have this Pokemon. So nice. Yeah, and then I was like, might as well click Protect. I honestly should have had Volt Switch. I had Iron Head and Sacred Sword on here, and I probably should have just had Iron Head and then Volt Switch with Protect and Taunt. But that's whatever. And it was Choppleberry. So yeah, now I've done a clean... And I also was getting to a nice percent range where I could hit Suicune and kill it definitely, So I could do that clean 28, because this is obviously offensive Amistar. And that's the game. So I had
Very
a couple
nice.
layers. Yeah, I had the copycat with White Herb for Zorak to be the main sweeper. Then I had cleanup sweepers in Amistar and Zygarde. Because I don't have White Herb doesn't mean I can't Shell Smash again.
Right. You know, this is the theme we've been seeing with basically every Terra this season. They always take like 2 or 3 mons with them, even though they don't live. They've just caused so much damage and disruption that
Yeah.
one side gets put into such a good position that
Volcarona did that last game.
that also happened in my match against Joe. Got rid of the only check to Zip Strike, and then Zip Strike hit moves a bunch of times. We saw it happen in Tristan. Like you said, the match with Tristan and Ursuluna still ended up taking 2 with it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Suicune took at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, Suicune took down Cobalion and Rotom.
Yeah, I mean, they were sacks, but it doesn't matter. It's still, it was +1/+1/+1, still clicking buttons.
Yeah.
Again, scary, but manageable.
Perfect.
Yeah, scary, but manageable.
Cool. I love when the lower tier guys are the ones that live the battle. We have Omastar and Golbat as the sole survivors.
Hell yeah, man. This fishy man. Also, my nicknames didn't save. I had great nicknames. Like, this was supposed to be Joseph Amistar instead, and Zoroark was supposed to be Shadow the Hedgehog. The other ones you've seen already, so I keep my nicknames pretty similar. But, so, a little +2 for me. Not Conference Cup, that was just regular division. Next up, we have Garrison, and who did he play?
He played Argonaut.
Argonaut. I gotta learn the new people's names still.
Argonaut, aka Maple Sauce.
Yes.
Maple? Oh, Maple.
This was really cool. This was a cool battle. I don't know how much of this you guys got to watch.
Yeah, I got to watch it. It was kind of weird. You can hit play.
Yeah, let's go.
Garrison, I think, went a little above and beyond trying to make very risky predictions and not just do something that's like, okay, this does pretty well against all of his plays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, this is the if I hit this play right, then I'm gonna own him. He went for those kind of plays instead.
I mean, that's also definitely how Garrison likes to operate from time to time.
Yeah.
I really like Vikavolt in draft. I think it's real good. But
fantastic Pokemon.
Yeah, Vikavolt so good.
This Wo-Chen needs to recover after that devastating U-turn.
Great spot for Argonaut here. You got your Burn Conkeldurr in front of the whatchamacallit? Super easy knockoff read.
Yeah,
super easy. Because
knockoff was so free into everything.
Yeah.
Well, even Manectric gets chunking.
Yeah. And not even that it's free into everything, it's that obviously Doublade was gonna come out. Like, you can't risk Togekiss, you need to clean into Togekiss, as this happens right now. So, like, it had to be either Doublade or you sack Wo-Chen.
Yeah.
So that you just had to predict fighting or dark. But you could have just clicked dark and still did a good amount of damage to Wo-Chen.
I forget if
I thought the rails were about to come off this train when I saw Togekiss click T-Wave. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, it starts doing the thing here, right? This is why Garrison drafted it.
Yeah, Paraflinch with Serene Grace. Ugh.
Yep. I mean, it's just not Steel type Jirachi, right?
Oh god. It does the Togekiss thing.
Oh yeah.
It does the thing.
And he just gets frustrated and switches out.
Yep.
Yes. So that's
on a great read.
That was a great read.
I thought for sure Maple Sauce was staying in.
I would not have made that read that Garrison did.
Yeah. To anybody fighting Garrison in the future, just so you know, Covert Cloak will prevent all those flinches.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Item Clause is the thing.
See, he hits a little Dragon Tail in the Magma Storm, not trapped anymore, right back into into Togekiss on the Flygon. Yeah, easy. Oh, you're not immune to the Dragon move, but you probably won't take a lot, and you could take the EQ or any other Dragon move for
Garrison
that matter.
Against me last week, he ran full HP, full special attack, which is a very annoying set to break, especially if it gets an Omni Boost.
Oh yeah, that was. And I'm surprised that there's no, sort of setup move here.
He did not adequately.
needs
Okay,
it.
okay, good. He hits the Magma Storm because he needs to do something to Togekiss. It seemed that he was just hoping he wasn't getting hit by T-Wave, but this works.
Yeah, you're stalling it out a little bit, taking... What is it doing? Oh, nice 12%'s pretty good. Yeah, and then... Now it's free, right? Because he's dead.
Now Sharpedo can come in and get off that Protect.
Togekiss was a big problem, but yeah.
I was actually shocked at no Protect and hitting Liquidation there.
Well, because you're faster, though.
I guess that's true, but I still would hit Protect.
I don't know. I think you're faster, you KO it, you get your +1 anyway, and then you have Protect for the next turn to get to +2. Now you really outspeed the team.
True. And I didn't run any calcs, but I imagine Argonaut was running calcs during the match and found out.
He might have not hit Protect in case it was a switch.
That too, yeah.
But either way, like either Wo-Chien or Gudra comes in and he can still follow up KO it.
Yeah. Poison Jab, nice.
Oh. Poison Jab for potential Fairy, right?
Yeah.
On Togekiss, and then, well, CC crit did not matter.
No way. 140 attack.
Gooey does not matter because he's
Gooey
still
completely
+1.
invalidated.
Yeah. And Tim.
And Sharpedo's still faster, though.
I'm surprised this thing took 1.
Crunch would have done more, but either way.
You think so?
He was in Tim, so well, yeah, it does Strong Jaw.
Yeah.
The Strong Jaw Crunch would have.
He might have not had
75.
Crunch. But actually, no, he probably would have for Doublade.
No, he had Protect, Poison Jab, CC, and Liquidation.
Water.
Okay,
Yeah, there's no
so
Crunch.
he didn't have the Dark move.
Y'all
Well,
are
Pump does
Oh,
70%.
so Doublade would have walled it. But yeah. Doublade was not around.
Nope. And not being able to battle bond with your Greninja is definitely painful.
He was Protean.
Oh, that's right. He was
How much can
Protean.
Manectric do? Yeah,
Yeah,
here
against the
Togekiss
world.
just... Things that aren't necessarily wall breakers can become wall breakers. Like Togekiss, I wouldn't... It's an odd name for a wall breaker, but like it really did just really break some stuff down.
Oh, yeah. I mean
Togekiss has such a wide variety of sets. Like, you can Calm Mind Roost, you can just Plot. I mean, you could Scarf.
Yeah, yes, Plot. Plastic Scarf. And yet, it's just Air Slash is so potent.
Yeah, you need that rock type, that, Steel resists flying also? Or no?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Heatran would have done a good job, but then it got T-waved.
But yeah,
It
he
wasn't
also
taking much from the Air
Terraflying.
Slash. Yeah.
It took like,
I also like
The-
Togekiss does not get Calm Mind.
took 26.
It's good that he hit him with that Magma Storm. The Magma Storm was really important.
And the Heatran was probably like a bulky set, Toxic Magma Storm Protect. I would assume, probably not the Steel move.
Probably Rocks is the last move.
Right? Yeah.
But no opportunity to hit it.
Yeah. Didn't need it.
Nope.
Didn't need it. Alrighty. Let's go right
Alrighty.
over into the next one. We have Mario versus Kyle. This was a fun match too. I liked this one.
Yeah, this was. I helped Mario prep a little bit for this match, because like Conference Cup, hell yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, Zard X was, or Zard Y, I should say, is kind of a big problem just because it hits like everything. It gets so much coverage.
Yep, and we'll definitely see that come into play here. So I'm gonna hit play. This is a fantastic turn 1, I think, for Mario, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he protects on the
Protect
fake
is
out.
Nice.
Nice.
Protect is so nice against Weather and Trick Room and Tailwind and those kind of strategies because they really need to get off on those turns and you'll generate a lot of momentum just by protecting.
Yeah, and then the 4 times resist of Tauros for the U-turn is just really cool. Flip turn here, 7% on the Tapu Fini.
Yeah,
something
there's a lot of
Walking Wake
pivot on-
absolutely did not need Flip Turn.
All right,
There's a lot of pivot on Kyle's team.
Good. And now this was a great call on Mario's
I love
part.
this fucking turn.
This was fantastic here. Solar
Taking
Beam taking
the
14%.
only time-
The quad resisted Solar
the
Beam.
only time we see Levani take a hit ever.
Yes.
then
And
it has
now it's
Chlorophyll.
faster because of chlorophyll. I love
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, that
Did
was
what it needed to do and died.
it's common.
What a goddamn read.
Now right here.
This is still not a great
questionable.
position, though.
Oh no, right here. I'm sorry. This is where things get a little weird. Right
Yeah,
I think
here.
Mario tried to bluff Scarf there and expected Kyle to switch out into Donphan or something, which
That makes sense.
No, it doesn't though, because Tapu Fini in the sun Scarf is not going to do enough to Charizard to threaten it.
I agree with that.
Okay, but he was still, it was a momentum play. He wasn't switching Tapu Fini into Zard expecting Focus Blast. He was expecting Donphan or something to come in to check Tyrantrum.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he was expecting to scare him out, which I didn't think about until you just said it. That's a good point. He was probably trying to scare him out.
But like,
I thought it was. Yeah.
But Tapu, but I don't know. I just think that Tapu Fini doesn't scare out Charizard. Like, well, I understand he was in with Charizard, and then he goes into Tyrantrum, expecting him to switch out the Charizard, but like, Charizard's faster and hits Focus Blast and probably kills.
Oh, it definitely kills.
I mean, that's a spoiler for later in the match, but
that makes sense in hindsight when you know that Kyle stayed in. But I mean, in the moment, I think it's a reasonable play for Mario. It's just it didn't.
It was a gamble.
Yeah, it was a gamble, definitely. And then right here is the gamble
that was
too.
That was bad.
Okay, yeah. The trick though, I don't really understand.
No. Now that it is Tapu Fini on Zard, like Zard stays in.
Yeah,
you know what?
When
was Tyrantrum actually Scarf? Oh no, it wasn't.
No,
so you need to actually. So I get the play of bluff, but like also what was his plan to kill Zard?
I don't know. It's the thing. I don't.
Because I get the bluff play, but like, yeah, Finny isn't actually gonna scare it out, and unless
the trick play again on Fini would make sense, since you haven't revealed it yet if you're in against Wake, but Zard, it has Solar Beam, so it's not really scared.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the Blood Moon animation till then.
Yeah, that was cool.
Sick.
That was neat. This thing just, being large and in charge. Earth power.
They really needed to give Luna another. They needed to give Ursaring another good evolution.
Yeah, and then surprised that he switches out. I mean, did the fake out do that much?
That's good.
I think it's just chip he doesn't want.
Yeah, I mean, it just did 26 to Tauros, so that's true.
But 26 damage is pretty good from -1. I wonder if that was banned or Silk Scarf or something.
Trailblaze is really nice there.
Yeah, it is. It's probably Silk Scarf Technician.
Probably.
That makes sense.
I'm actually kind of shocked Walking Wake lived the Orb CC.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Maybe just a bit of HP involved. We know Collar likes to optimize.
Yeah, I don't think we see Walking Wake under Sun at all, so we don't get a sense of its set, right?
Yeah, we don't know what its Protean is.
It's photosynthesis.
I think the biggest mistake here was that he actually needed to have a bigger threat to Zard. Maybe Farigiraf had like Thunderbolt or something. I don't remember.
So this set was T-Wave, Wish, Protect, Hyper Voice.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, you needed something more.
As we see, it does wall Zard, which is nice. But it kind of just.
It was a bit too late.
It's too late.
Yeah. Too late.
I do like seeing Farigiraf actually, around.
Yeah, it's a really cool Pokemon.
Yeah, I also love Protect. Yeah, Protect on the Wish, that makes sense. But we're gonna see Farigiraf be Sap Sipper and just eat this Leech Seed.
Yeah, I love the Protect, like, so the Pharaoh thinks he can actually hit it.
Yeah.
And it's no. It's immune anyway.
And I was surprised not to see him just throw out Wish again, because if you wished into Ursaluna...
We just did wish into Ursaluna, though.
Oh, wait, I thought I must... Okay. Never mind, you are right. Brain fart.
It's okay.
Behind the sub, and then Luna just calm minds up.
And all of a sudden, again, this Mario's looking a little bit back in the game. Especially with that
I don't think he should have
Terra
tarried yet.
I mean, I don't think the terraing there...
Actually, no, it's not bad, because
yeah, it made a difference.
Right, because your sub is going to live Power Whip at that point.
Yeah, and you know he's not going to hit Leech behind a sub. He needs to click that. Yeah, it was correct to Terra.
Yeah, and Pyro Ball, or Gyro Ball one-taps the sub, so you kind of have to kill it there.
He might have been able to get more Calm Minds, but I also don't know if he needs it.
I wonder if he was Armor Tail on The
He was not
Frigoreth.
Armor Tail. He was Sap Zipper.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he was
That's
Step
right.
Zipper.
And also
Yeah.
another piece of tech that could have happened but didn't. He was actually the low health berry there, so only getting 2 tail slaps hurt Mario.
Wow.
Weirdly enough, because with +2 defense.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't run a calc, but I imagine it lives a flamethrower in the sun with 2 CMs.
Yeah, and then that Blood Moon
Yeah.
would have blown it back.
Right. But then you end up in the position where, okay, it gets knocked out by Slitherwing, and then Fargirf has the last one. So I think Kyle still would have won from that position. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
One of the classic things, ways to prep against Zard is rocks. And we definitely don't see that here.
Yeah, no rocks on
Donphan's a good
Mario's,
spinner, but no hazards whatsoever on either side. Donphan presumably had hazards. It's hard to say what Mario had.
Right. But I mean, at
Like
the time,
Tyrantrum might
Donphan
have.
was staring down Blood Moon, so
Yeah.
kind of have to. You have to take care of the priority in front of you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Interesting that he protects, I guess, wanting to see what move he clicks, but like, yeah.
I think he's just stalling at that point. There's not much you can do.
Yeah, he's waiting for a position where he can throw it at T-Wave, but Kyle's not going to give it to him.
Yeah, he needs to get the T-Wave on a switch. Or like a bulk
Yeah,
up or
Kyle
something.
knows Protect is coming this turn because he just wished, so... Kyle's a good player, imagine that.
Imagine that. And then you know this U-turn just did 90, so you're +1, and that's going to kill him out.
Right.
Boom. So, very nice. +2 for Kyle. We love Conference Cup. Because he's in my division, so haha.
Yeah, Zard kind of put the screws to Mario that game,
A little
unfortunately.
bit, yeah. Yeah, knocking out Tyrantrum from full by hitting that focus miss was big.
It killed everybody but Fargiraf, right? Or who killed Tauros? Oh, Wake killed Tauros, didn't it?
Maybe. I don't remember. I don't feel like scrolling, so
Either way,
just
Zard was definitely a problem.
yeah, and just overall good stuff coming out from the 2-time champion Kyle. Next battle, we got Bic and M1.
Oh yeah.
This one was a doozy. I like to see the Pikachu again.
Yeah, he brought it both weeks and it still hasn't hit the field.
You know, sometimes you don't even need it to, as we will find out.
Right, so M1's team is quite weak to T-Spikes, and Vic, you know, being the good player, recognizes that and just has Glamora do the Glamora thing.
Glamora's just doing the Glamora thing.
I love Glamora.
It's a great Pokemon. His Power Gem, the crit was
Oh,
huge.
dude, that crit.
Crit was
that crit was actually
everything.
huge.
Everything. Because it probably would have taken 2.
How much did it do? It did 90. So it would have done a little over half, so it was still a 2-tap, but... yeah,
We
still
do
not
see
great.
the spin on Cyclozar. So that's
Also,
good.
I
But then
love-
the spin inadvertently creates...
Yeah.
Oh no, it gets rid of it.
Yeah, because I think the spin effect happens last.
Yeah.
But then...
But now we've already lost 2 Mons to Glamora.
Yeah.
Right, and then he sends in the physical Mon, so he's gonna get the T-Spikes right back up.
Yeah, and he doesn't cudgel there, which I'm surprised.
Well, he was anticipating Milo coming in, I imagine.
Yeah, but even still, I think I would have cudgeled, because I don't... Doesn't cudgel not make contact?
Correct, it doesn't. It doesn't make contact, but Glamora's thing is physical moves. It's not...
Oh, I thought it was contact.
Nope, it's just physical moves.
Interesting. Oh, huge U-turn on the Mega Scizor, even though you're intimed. Imagine if he wasn't, that would have just killed.
Yeah.
Nice call into Skeledirge, but now everything in your mother's getting poisoned, so he can just switch out without even having, you know, you
Yeah.
just keep that momentum up. And now I'm surprised this wasn't Hex. Like, I understand that it, you know, just like Terra Shadow Ball is cool stuff, but you're spreading around a lot of toxic spikes, you know?
Yeah, well, I think Beck is not banking on everything getting toxic. It
That's
happened
fair.
to work out, which is great for him, obviously.
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh, so much damage.
69.
damage.
And then Earth Power was an interesting call. Why not
Yeah.
a different move? Like, was he thinking Scizor was coming in for a sack? I don't...
Yeah, well, Moonblast wouldn't have even killed based off that Earth Power damage, so... I mean, it's just checkmate already, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was surprised it wasn't a Scarf Crook. We always see those, but...
Yeah, but I think within Tim, you're not Scarf. You're probably...
Right, exactly, so I think...
Oh, good point. Yeah.
He knew when the Intim happened on Scizor, like, okay, well, it's not Scarfed, so Pult is just about to mop this up.
Really,
Yeah.
once Pult got in, this game was over.
And do we know...
This game was over at turn 8.
Do we know the item on this Pult? Probably, you know, potentially be Specs, maybe
yeah,
Scarf.
I imagine it's Specs.
Yeah,
Could have been
you don't need
Specs.
Scarf, you're faster than this entire team.
Could have been Spell Tag, but...
You're faster
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
these
Spell
cycles
Tag
are.
also works.
Yeah, that way doesn't lock you in. But, well, regardless, Bick getting a nice +5. Was this a division or a
+5,
conference?
12
This is
turns.
in Division.
This is in division. Okay, all right. Well, that's still great for his record.
Yeah, he's now like a mile ahead of everybody in Plus.
Yeah.
All right, let's
We only
go.
got to see like 3 Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's all we need sometimes.
Milo was in but didn't click a button, so it didn't matter. And we did not see Pikachu at all. So, all right. Next up, we have who is this? Hunter v
Ooh.
Dan.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
such a good game.
This was a cool
Oh, this
match.
was fun.
Yeah, so let's hit play on this
Seeing
one.
Double in here, I had some questions.
Double's great. I don't want to hear any double blasphemy.
Oh, wait, I think it might have been, maybe it was Bulletproof Tech. I don't know.
So this Doc's Dash Bun seemingly is about to put in some work here.
Yeah, it kind of puts Hunter in the yawn loop for a while.
I put him in the yawn loop, it just doesn't do much from what I
Yeah, and
remember.
he's red guard, so you just knocked off his item. It doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah,
And now,
the yawn loop's real good.
yeah. The only problem is that I really don't see a great way for Dan to deal with Mega Slowpoke. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, well, Darkspawn doesn't have any status. Doesn't have Toxic.
Last
Yeah.
one doesn't have much
No,
besides.
besides
It's
what is
immune to
happening right
fire.
now.
Yeah, it's immune to fire and it wishes, and that's about it.
Yeah, what is happening right now is what this Pokemon does.
Yeah,
Like,
It
basically.
wishes
It's
and
pretty
yawns.
fast. It's 95 speed, I think.
yeah.
Interesting.
I should get U-turn maybe, or something.
But you see what I, like now this slow
Yeah.
goes in, it's clicking Calm Mind. You do yawn
Right,
it,
you
like that's
just-
pretty good, but you're gonna
But it just
die.
scalds. Yeah, that's one of the big issues with Yawn is that if you're not continuously clicking it on switches when you've got hazards up, you just allow your opponent to whittle you down slowly.
Yeah. Great
I just want to know
knockoff.
what was double for? Was it for body press tech?
Probably, yeah, it's probably Cotton Guard Body Press.
But I don't think that that's great into this team here.
Yeah, I imagine Zamazenta still beats it.
Yeah, right?
You
like
still get Salt Cured from Guard.
yeah, I don't even know if it does anything and you're unaware. Whatever.
I'd have to look at the rest of Dan's team. Maybe there was something that specifically had a really good matchup against.
Great drill run.
Yeah,
Great
that
drill
was,
run
That was great.
for 97. Akaberry doesn't matter now that he's +1.
Oh, Blaziken at 3%.
And now we're off to the races a little bit. No, there is literally no priority on Dan's team.
Right. I'm surprised Zama didn't come in there just because. Okay, so that had to be Helmet Guard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
probably.
sense.
Yeah, he was just
there we
doing it to take it out, which is
He's
honestly very
certainly
good
not.
on Mokatron to leave.
Now he's trying
I
to
mean-
block the spin. Great spin block.
Yep.
That was a real good spin block.
That could have been a decisive play because now Blaziken is 100% just a sack.
Yeah. Now it's
But
so
really, what is-
frustrating because Hydreigon's so good into the rest of Dan's team.
Yeah. What do you do? Honestly, yeah. I mean, once he let Dashbun go, there's nothing really for Hydreigon.
Yeah,
And
you
Hydreigon
really
might have
gotta-
had Flash Cannon anyway.
Yeah.
Hydreigon was always good versus this team, and that's just like, yeah. I guess the Akaberry would have been good for a flamethrower from it. but that was used on
Maybe it was
BlizzCon.
still. And now we're gonna see Dan try to do some stuff here, but I just don't know how this doggo beats the slow bro. Like
It just
Crunch,
doesn't.
Yeah, like Crunch isn't gonna do it.
Look at that.
19, disgusting.
There's a
Only
reason why the OU set is banded, because 120 attack, like sure you've got amazing defenses and you've got amazing speed, but 120 attack doesn't really cut it if you just have guys trying to whittle you down. So
Yeah.
like it's pretty much just banned in the Iron Defense Body Press set. I feel like Iron Defense Body Press is almost never going to be able to be brought to draft the games, just because everyone knows you have Samazenta, right? You can't match up Fish unless they've got a truly fighting weak team.
Yeah, and no one really wants that.
Right. So magic bouncing the defog is hilarious. Still has the same effect. It's the same thing that happens when you magic bounce trick.
He really needs, honestly, Espeon's the only thing keeping the rest of the squad alive.
Right,
but
it
it gets burned down.
Yeah, got burned by that scald.
Yeah, too
But
much.
Zamazenta
free
can,
chip.
maybe, except a scarf, and then
Yeah, but I mean it's no longer weak to body press, and you don't
Yeah.
have +1 defense anymore. 'Cause it's
if he had flame rough, it actually would have been pretty good. I don't know if he had it, but
I guess not.
He was like
Crunch,
subbed and everything
rough.
too, so
Yeah, he
Oh,
had
yeah.
sub-
yeah, body
sub,
press,
body
crunch,
press.
and
So it was probably Iron D as the last, actually.
yeah.
and like
Infernal
terroring
Blade is
into
fun.
Ghost, like I guess, I don't know.
I think he actually should have kept it, but yeah.
At that point, it doesn't matter if you tear or not. If you've already got Ghost at team preview,
Mhm.
Dark would have been actually an amazing bring against this team, because you might have lived the Draco when Hydrogun comes back in. Because I believe that's Dan's third Terror type.
Yeah, it's I think Dark Fire.
Ghost Fire.
Yeah, Dark Ghost Fire.
And it comes down to Scarfy Scarf, Hydrogun 3 faster.
This thing was not Scarf. It clicked Fire Blast and Infernal
Oh,
Parade
okay.
separately. I don't know what it was.
Hydrogon scarf.
Maybe
Yeah, Hydrogun
Boots?
Scarfed.
Might have been Boots.
Yeah,
On the
Boots is
type
good.
loading?
Boots is well.
For the
It's
fire
probably
typing?
not Boots, because you would have Inferno there, or whatever it's called. Eruption. Probably would have clicked Eruption, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Either way, it's still a very good match.
Yes, yeah. Came down to the wire, so we love that. Alrighty, next up, last match that we have to talk about in this little recording session here is Rob and who was he playing? I'm so sorry.
Cold.
Cold. Again, the new people.
Conference Cup match.
Yes. Big implications on the Conference Cup matches here. Alright, let's get right into it. So.
You know, Cold's lineup looks very weird and unorthodox, but every single mon on it is so annoying to deal with.
Yeah, except for Swaswa.
Dude, this Crocolore is crazy.
Yes, it is.
I was very underestimating
That
how
was
potent Crocolore can be.
that was dope right there.
Yeah.
little-
That stored power.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so many things get stored power now that it's a TM.
Mm-hmm. Great call going into your fire type or your
Dude,
dark type.
when I saw this interaction happen, I was like, God, for the love of God, do not click fake out, Rob. Oh my God. So very thankfully he didn't.
Why? What does it have? Dazzling?
Well, no, Rabambi has shield dust. It doesn't.
that's
You can't
right.
be flinched by fake out.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So good.
Masquerade.
Yeah,
coming
it's-
in.
Yeah, it's not gonna ever
it
get
doesn't
like
matter
flinched
for-
by Togekiss or something. Those sorts of things. Can't
I
be
love
flinched
how
by
much
it.
work
Spin.
this Masquerade puts in. Cause
Just-
look at that.
Pump, bro.
God. Just gone. I love when Masquerade. I love when the low tier guys put in work. Masquerade
seen
does
a
not
good-
often hit offensive moves.
Right. We haven't really seen a good Masquerade QD sweep. It gets decent coverage. It gets Hurricane. Well, obviously that's stab. But Hydro Pump and Ice Beam.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Hydro Pumps and Ice Beam is great.
That was a nice call on the T-Bolt for the Goldingo, but that not killing, that's some great investment right there. The Empoleon,
Proving it's 140 points worth.
Yeah, living the Terra ground, Terra Blast.
Yeah. God, I love him
And
fully
now,
now.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, this game would have been a lot easier if he had Grassy Glide.
Why is he drum beating and not Grassy
Listen,
Glide?
drum beating is cool, but I just think Glide is more reliable.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Megahorn missing, huge. U-turn
Yeah,
hitting,
That was huge.
nice.
That was what goes for the...
Plus one Megahorn would have absolutely annihilated.
Yes, would have blown his ass back. And now we're the Sneasler. We have defense. We're crocoloring.
Yeah, and now that you've teared away your steel typing, there's really no switch in to Dire Claw, so Rob's free to fish to his heart's content. But I mean, as we see, Crocolar very, very fat with that Eviolite, and also
Yeah.
unaware.
Oh, fat.
Yeah, unaware. No knockoff either, surprisingly, on the Sneasler.
So
it
it
doesn't
does
get
not
it.
get
That's right.
it.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's flame.
So it
That's
actually
the-
gets nothing for Mono Fire, but I would have thought enough CCs would have done it, but it doesn't.
This
And
thing's
yeah,
there.
Crocolor...
Especially since Crocolor is ignoring your defense drops every time you CC.
Oh, I forgot to think about that.
And it doesn't get Torch Song, that's a skeleton.
Like, only 34? So many
Yeah,
things
that's
wish it could
crazy.
take 34 from Sneasler.
That thing is Fizz, Def, Bold, Willow,
yeah.
Flamethrower.
But the only knock
Roar,
he has is
Slack Off.
Instant, and I don't think Instant can come in anymore.
No.
I think this was just underestimating Crocolor, not
Yes.
having Toxic, not having... Cause yeah, can Instant even come in?
No. It's gonna die to rocks. It's at.
And he needs to knock
17%.
it off at least to get rid of Eviolite.
Yep.
I think going for the para hacks, going for status hacks, definitely the right way to go.
He
We
really needs
dire
to knock
clawed
it
it.
off with...
Yeah.
Yeah. You really need to knock it off with Rillaboom.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if Rillaboom had knockoff, because I think we
No.
only ever see it click drum beating.
Yeah.
And U-turn. At
Okay,
least
yeah,
you
I
have
think
Miss
like
Mages to
you're right.
two-tap it with Shadow Ball for 50%.
Yeah, just brute force it.
And then you get Mouse Holden for the sack here.
And Instant's gone.
I thought I was going to see Tidy Up and it was just going to be over.
Yeah, but Encore, interesting call, I guess to...
Encore was a good call if you believe that Miss Mag
Mustang.
could be choice locked, because if it's not, then you encored into Shadow Ball and you're still faster.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, you have generated a free turn, right? 'Cause-
Yeah.
Bringing Sap Sipper was such a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For
Against
cold.
Rillaboom? Come on,
It
now.
really did, like, at least give him an extra couple turns to
Mhm.
make Rillaboom pause.
Immunities are fantastic, and that's really all Swasbuck has to offer, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it can Serene Grace head butt flinch you if it's scarfed, but...
Yeah.
Crazy
Then the
Dire
Dire
Claw.
Claw
roll.
sleep.
Oh yeah, good as gold. It does not work if it's a secondary effect of a move, so you can still, like, freeze it, paralyze it, whatever.
Mm,
Yeah, great sleep on that Dire Claw. That was
I
good.
didn't think about that.
This is why I suggested that we ban that move, Dire Claw, when we were tiering stuff for commissions, because
Dire Claw's
you-
kind of fucked.
you can just rob games like this. No pun intended.
Hmm.
Not that I blame Rob or anything for the way he played, because you kind of have, when you're in such a bad position, you have to fish for those statuses with Dire Claw like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, what
And
can you
then
do?
crazy 92. Surprised that lived. Well, I guess because of the burn. And then bite.
The bite.
And
Yeah,
like,
Bite's hilarious. Then he
but,
sacks Miss Mag for no
yeah,
reason.
yeah, like this should
Yeah, I
have just
don't know
been
why
Rillaboom Grassy Glide.
But he doesn't even have Glide.
Yeah, but it should have been.
Yeah.
I know, it should have been. And also in that, I guess he was saving the extra turn of terrain. Maybe that
Guess.
makes sense.
Maybe.
Dude,
then-
Pop
Pop
Bomb
Bomb
missing
miss
is
sucks.
insane.
Yeah.
That actually could have changed the game if because
Yeah.
if
Oh,
it hit 10 times,
100%.
Rillaboom's not living.
If it hits 4 times, Rillaboom's not living.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that miss actually really did change it. That could have been. That could have gone either way at the end.
So I don't
Well,
know the
if it
item that
should've
Cold
been-
had, but if it wasn't Wide Lens, it sure is going to be Wide Lens next week.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it should have just been Grassy Glide on Rillaboom.
Right.
End of sentence. So we shouldn't have even had to have watched that population bomb miss. But here we are.
But here we are.
Yeah. All right. Those are our battles for this week.
Although,
guys-
we're not done yet.
Oh.
We still have things to talk about. and
Oh.
in terms of like standings and whatnot, right?
Oh yeah. I can pull up the standing. One sec.
Did we update it?
I have updated the standings.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still missing Mike against Dylan.
Yeah, so that's not going to be brought into account, but that's okay. Let's bring up the standings. Am I blind? I'm only seeing week 1 here in the standings.
It is week 2.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. You're seeing it happen live, folks. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still looking at the OBS or the Rob 1 screen.
yeah, that's because I don't have anything else open yet. Now I do. Let's take a look at these standings. So, we have in the Kingdra division, we have you at +2 Drac with 5 points. We have Mario at 1-1 +3. We have Argonaut 1-1 +3, and we have Garrison 0-2 +0. Then we have in the Dragonite division, we have Kyle 2-0 +3. We have James 1-1 +2. We have myself 1-1 +2, and we have Viv 0-2 +0. Then in the Altaria division, pulling way ahead, we have Bic 2-0 +11.
Yeah, Bic's already +6 ahead of me and Tristan.
Yeah, and then we have Hunter at 2-0 +6, and then we have Dan at 0-2, and we have M1 at 0-2. In the Salamence division, we have Rob No at 2-0 +4. The last time that Rob was at the top of his division, or well, we didn't have divisions back then, but the last time that Rob was doing this well was season 4.
He's coming back with a vengeance.
Season 4.
He's got a strong team, dude.
Yeah. He was
He does.
2-0 +4 last time in season 2, where
I'm
I was
quite
2-0
intimidated
+6.
about it.
With not a similar team, but I had Zygarde on my team in that season also. So, just fun fact. Then we have Lebo also at 2-0 with a +4. And then we have Dave at 1-1 +4. A lot of +4s in this division, so it's still very open. You guys, I was going to say that the Dragonite division is very close and the Kingdra division, but the Salamence division is tight. And then Vanjie at 0-2 +0. Then the Garchomp division, we have Tristan at 1-1 +5, Dylan at 1-0 +3, Mike at 0-1 +0, and Cold at 0-2 +0. Of
Right,
course,
like we were saying, we're still waiting on the result of Dylan and Mike. They're going to play tomorrow, Sunday.
Yes. So that can
Also,
swing that division.
We also
a little bit.
have we have most of the team emotes, right? What do we call them? Team icons.
Yes, the icons. Yes, so those will be put into the
Doc.
thing. Yeah, the words are so difficult.
They're coming.
They're coming.
It's
Yeah.
just we're all adults with lives.
Yes, I believe
It's
I
tough.
have, for the record, I have. I have 19 out of 20.
Nice.
So we are just waiting on one more team icon. I believe it is going to be Hunter's team, whose new team name is 404. Team name does not exist.
Because he didn't give a team name
Because
yet,
he
right?
did not give a team name. Yep. So we, as commissioners, decided to make it 404. Team name does not exist.
Amazing.
Yeah. So wait for Rob to post, or for Rob to make a really goofy 404 error page with a Pokemon on it.
Porygon would be a good guy
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. I mean, do we want to also talk about matchups?
We can talk about the Conference Cup.
Yeah.
It's a tight race.
It's a pretty tight race. So we have 3-2, 3-0. Very close. Threes and twos, very tight. Nobody's, I mean, it's only week 2, but yeah, nobody really pulled ahead in any sense of the word. Right?
Hang on. Wait, Thomas, were you +1 or +2 in your match?
I was +2.
Okay, Dragonite should be +3 then.
Oh, so then we're all.
Wait, let me go look back at the Salamence division.
Oh wow! If it's
Hang
all
on,
+3,
hang
then
on,
that's.
hang on.
Oh! We have it. You're seeing it here
Lebo
live.
Tristan +2, Kyle Mario +2, James +3, Rob Cold +1. Okay. So I made a mistake.
Oh,
Mistake.
Yeah,
okay. All right. Well, still 3, 3, and
there we
2.
go.
So
Yeah,
basically
I
the
gave
same.
the point to the wrong division when I was
That's okay.
adding these up, I guess.
It's all right. You have time to adjust. So yeah, our conference cup looking pretty cool. It's still a little early. Let's
and
go.
We have many weeks of conference cups, so it's going to be a slow
Yeah, yeah,
dribble of points.
yeah.
Only 2 for us.
Yeah, you gotta step up your game, dude.
I got a
won?
+2.
I know. Should have got a +3.
Fuck.
All right. Next up, we have the schedule.
Wait, but didn't Rob win his?
Hang on.
Or wait. Or whatever. I'm going insane. Never mind.
Get a nice zoom in of the week that we're looking at.
Yeah,
Week
wait,
3.
hang on a second. Wait.
I know Rob only won with +1.
Yeah, and you won +1, right? Or +2?
Yeah, I've run +2. So we should be
Hang
+3.
Oh my goodness. Look at this, folks. They can't even get it together.
Yeah, dude, I'm fired.
Crazy behavior. All right. Well, while they're getting that together, let's talk about the week 3 matchups. So we have Mario and Drac, Kyle and James, Bick and Hunter, Lebo and Rob, Tristan versus Dylan, Mike and Cold, myself versus Vanjie, Viv and Dave, Garrison and Dan, and we have Argonaut versus M1. I know we don't have like a column set up, but do you guys want to do a little commish
We
picks?
could do predictions. Yeah. So anyway, back to the conference cup. I'm sorry.
okay.
The score that was there originally was correct. Kingdra has 3, Dragonite has 2, Salamence has 3.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought I had to correct the matches, but
It's okay.
whatever.
It's
Drac,
all
I
good.
forgive you.
Yeah, I forgive you too, bud. It's fine. So, Mario versus you, Drac. I'm assuming you're taking yourself.
Yeah, I'm picking myself.
I probably will also pick you.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
tough. Like, I think it's going to be a really, really tight match. I think that while Ogerpon Heartflame is no joke, I think that Ursaluna Blood Moon is no joke. So
Yeah, of course, Blood Moon is no joke.
yeah, so
whatsoever.
it's definitely going to come down to, like powerhouses and things of that nature. Right? So if I pull up the teams here.
Is Lebo throwing in a prediction?
Yeah, Lebo,
Drac, I gotta go with you. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, Mario.
it's a sweep. I mean, Mario
You put in
definitely
the work.
has some things that can do some stuff, but we'll have to see what happens. So, all right, now we have
Kyle and James.
Kyle and James. That's in
Yeah.
my
The Dragonite
division.
team versus Sun.
I think James has a really, really good matchup against Kyle.
Yeah,
Because, like, just Terra normal E-Speed, he really only has Ferrothorn for that.
Ferrothorn
Yeah,
and
and you just
Mimikyu.
hit Fire Punch.
Mimikyu's immune, but Mimikyu's not doing a ton back to Dragonite, especially if it's Terra.
Yeah,
Mimikyu's the only defense against Dragonite, and Dragonite can deal with that. It really comes down to gameplay. If James
Right.
plays right, then he'll win.
yeah.
Sun is really good against him too. Against James. I think if James really tries, I think James can do it, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be a tough one.
I like walking Wake into James's team.
Yeah,
But-
Walking
Yeah.
Wake is a huge problem.
Yeah,
I
but
might
mean,
go with
there's-
Kyle.
To keep Tinkaton healthy to wall it.
Yeah,
I
and,
want
like,
James to win, but if I want to be, I think Kyle might take it.
Yeah.
So the situation it's going to come down to is James is going to be put in a situation where he's got to sack something to Wake to get Dragonite in clean, and then however Kyle navigates that situation is really going to dictate the match, I think.
For sure.
'Cause also, you also have to remember Walking Wake gets flamethrowers, so Tinkaton's not even that good of a wall. It's got to be
Yeah.
basically full to survive that, and probably not even KO it back with Play Rough because it's got 70 attack.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not. No.
So it's definitely going to be a tough for Kyle to win, but
Well,
it's tough. As for who I think is going to win,
No, I don't know. I think Kyle might have it.
I'm gonna go James. I think James is gonna pull out some goofy stuff and play strong.
So that's two Kyle, one James. All right. Next up, Bick and Hunter. I don't know. Hunter pulls out some crazy stuff when he wants to, and Bick is very consistent. We have Blaziken versus Scissor Dragapult.
Yeah, I think I have to give it to Bick because the two biggest win cons of Hunter, Hydreigon, and Blaziken, uh, both pretty much get walled by Screamtail.
Oh yeah, I didn't think
Because
about
like,
that.
and on that's not even to mention that he's got the priority with Mega Scizor and Dragbolt being faster than both of them.
Mm.
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
give it to Bick.
I like to think that Hunter can pull some crazy stuff out.
He
I'm gonna give
definitely
it to
can.
Hunter. Yeah,
I
I
mean, I
think.
could see Sableye getting in the way of a lot of stuff, to be quite honest. But I think Bick's team is stronger, and it just has such a better matchup. Not even talking about strength of the players.
So what do you think, Lebo? Is it Hunter or is it Bick?
This is a toughie. I'm gonna go with Bick.
All right, it's
A
two.
toughie, he says as he thinks for 2 seconds.
Yeah, as he
No, no. I mean,
immediately.
I've been looking at it
I know,
silently.
I know. I'm teasing.
I've been looking at it silently, and like, Hydreigon's great against his team, but I think Bick is just gonna do some shit with Pult and cause problems.
Mm, mm. All right,
There's very little you can do against Pult in this situation.
true. We have you versus Rob, Lebo.
I mean, I gotta go with me, of course, but Rob, I'm genuinely scared of. I keep trying to think of ideas, and then I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't work for the X reason.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have most of a team together, but there's some holes that I've noticed.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
Rob actually for this one. Sorry, Lebo, but I
That's
think
fine.
Rob.
Sneasler's a big ass
Yeah,
problem,
I think
dude.
Rob is just. I like his team a lot, and outside of his, little goofy plays here and there, if he can
I
rope it
think.
in, he's gonna do some
I
crazy
know how
stuff.
to prep for a Sneasler. I don't have the team to prep against a Sneasler.
Yeah, I think Sneasler kind of annihilates all of your top halves, like your top heavy team. So you're gonna have to try to find some way to either like burn it or something.
As long as he doesn't get too confident, I have ideas.
All right. Well, we hope to see them at some point in this coming week.
I'm gonna go with Rob though. Sorry,
Yeah.
Lebo.
That's fine. I hope to surprise you all.
All right. Tristan and Dylan. Um, I mean, on paper, Tristan's a very good battler, but also on paper, Dylan's got a great team.
I don't know. His team's a little too weird for me and
Yeah.
homogenized. Like still got 3 fighting types.
Yeah, I guess.
Thought it was two now.
No.
No, still has Kamo, Machamp, and Hitmonchan.
Oh. Kristen
He's got 2 fighting type or 2 steel types.
Oh yeah.
This team just gets annihilated by Trick Room 2, which is not a good spot you want to be in.
By Ursaluna.
Yeah.
Monkey Dory get a Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball.
Ooh.
I'm
probably
not sure.
Might.
Yeah, the 3 fighting types is just really like hurts you a bit.
I can see Armarouge actually putting in a ton of work. If it's some like weakness policy agility set with stored power, it's actually
stored
over
power.
for Dylan.
That'd be pretty sick.
With weak armor too.
Yeah, of course. Like weak
Actually, I
armor.
could really see that. Yeah, that might be a good idea for Tristan.
Don't even need the agility at that point.
Yeah.
I think I'm giving it to Tristan.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Tristan too. And also the only priority is Mega Glalie. So
yeah, sorry,
that
Dylan.
puts a huge
No,
damper
Hitmonchan
on...
gets some priority.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
It's just not good.
Punch.
And
It's bullet punch.
Machamp gets bullet
Oh,
punch.
Machamp does get bullet punch. You're right. I don't feel like that's particularly threatening against Trick Room though, just because they're non-stab.
What do you mean there's no priority? Komala gets sucker punch.
Damn.
It does.
But then they're like all kind of non-stab and pretty weak. I think it's gonna be tough.
I think if Komaro pops off, it could cause problems. But even then, Swampert and Moltres are just big and in the way. I'm gonna give it to Tristan.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Tristan. You know, this would have been the week to bring that Terra Normal Boomburst set.
Ooh.
But alas.
Yeah. But we'll see. All right, Mike and Cold.
The Golden Go Ting Lu.
I mean, I
Like a
think
Venus or
Mike
a
likes to
moon.
shit the bed. So,
Dang.
That's
sometimes.
very true.
Sometimes.
This is
Hard
another thing
sometimes.
where um, Roaring Moon just kind of goes ham, but it depends whether or not Mike plays it right.
Mm.
Yeah, well,
Besides
fighting
Ting Lu.
Golden Go does pretty well against his team, except yeah, it's like Comfey, right? Comfey does
Yeah.
just
No,
about it.
fighting Golden Goat does not appreciate
Yeah, that's right. That's true. It
the
doesn't appreciate
acro.
the it doesn't appreciate the acro, but if he's unterred, Mike is 100% clicking knockoff and not calling the fighting Terra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it's not like it gets
You can leech seed
justified, you
Ting Lu,
know?
right? Yeah, because you can
yeah,
Saw Cure it.
yeah. Although hazard stacking is a pretty big problem for Mike's team, and does he have a spinner? He has Sand Slash as a spinner.
He has
Hey,
Silvally and Comfey with
that's
defog,
valid.
though.
Right, but both of them do kind of terrible against Golden Go.
Mm.
Tavali isn't the worst. It gets Flamethrower to threaten it out, but yeah.
That's a big air quotes threaten it out because Golden Go's
Yeah,
real thick.
Golden goes huge. How does he kill Ting Lu? Comfy, I guess.
Like
Venusaur, I
Inteleon.
guess.
Inteleon,
Yeah, I'm giving it to. Cause what is called like big offense? Gengar, right? Bombi, Golden Go,
Mousehold. I mean, Mousehold's real
Mousehold.
scary.
Mousehold's good. There's not a ghost type on Mike's, is
Golurk.
there? Oh, Golurk. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Mike because Roaring Moon, but I think Cold. If Cold can withstand the storm, he can return with a Mousehold or a Bombi sweep maybe.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna give it to Cold. I think Mike is gonna like defog on Golden Go once and lose it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna give this one actually to Mike. Because I think that maybe he will be level-headed for once. LOL, maybe.
Dang. And I was about to apologize for the shit I was throwing about defogging on Golden Go.
But, we'll see. All right.
Ring Sand Slash, Mike. Do it.
All right. Now it's me versus Vanjie. Oh boy, that's Gliscor, Hisuian Arcanine, Galarian
Ooh.
Zapdos. That should be interesting. Of course, I'm gonna give it to myself, but
okay, never mind. I'm not gonna spoil some tactic you obviously have in mind.
yeah, don't
So
say
it's
that.
interesting to talk about matches that are involved.
You have some very, very good mons against Vanjie, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you, Thomas.
Well, thanks, bud.
I haven't even looked at these teams. I'm looking on them. I'm looking at them now. They're across the
My
damn
goodness.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, so a
Zig,
couple things, like-
Rotomo, Golbat.
Jellicent, I mean, it's immune to E-Speed, but it's still kind of just going to let Zard set up on it because if, again, like we saw, you have the sub-glare set. I mean, you can just sub and then it's no longer getting back, what's it called, Strength Saps.
Yeah, can't Strength Sap, can't
Yeah,
Willow.
you Willow it, can't, and it probably lives the Scalds and Shadow Balls, so...
Vanjie
with the
does
right
have the
investment.
old school counter of Zig with Mamoswine. However, you are not going to be a ground dragon for very long.
No, especially not in the face of that Mamoswine.
No.
So.
In fact, none of your things are weak to it. Actually, Mamoswine isn't. It's okay against you, but you got
It's decent
G-Weezing,
to
you got
Rotom.
Rotomo, you got Golbat. Mamoswine's kind of a.
So, looking at Vanjie's team, I feel like Terranormal Gliscor is a decent bring. Just because, well, do you have a ghost type? You have Dracolac.
Rakloak.
Yeah,
But then again,
Dracula.
like, Terra Water also, well, no, Rotomo. Yeah. I don't know, Vanjie's got a pretty tough matchup, I think.
He does have a good. He does have a
always-
good team. I just think it's a tough matchup. Oh, also, I gotta. Okay, no, I gotta support Vanjie because he's in my conference.
Okay, there you go.
That's
Yeah.
valid. Lebo, I can understand that. That's okay.
That being said, I do think you have a very good matchup against him.
No hard feelings, Lebo.
Yeah, but I think it really does come down to the player for most of these.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the clash. It'll be spicy. All right, we have Viv and Dave, another conference cupper. Um, I mean, Dave's team is just really pretty good, honestly. You know.
It's very leaning very hard into rain, which is obviously great. But then again, you have Urshifu with those boosted,
Yeah, with the boosted.
yeah, surging strikes. I think my
Yeah.
finger slipped off my push to talk there.
Yeah, just for a sec. But yeah, the boosted surging strikes in the rain is scary. Um, I'm gonna have to give it to Viv for the division, of course.
Mm,
But
yeah, this is tough because there's not a lot on Dave's team that likes to be in against Rotom He. It's pretty much just Mega Swampert.
hmm,
I mean, offensive Zapdos actually does insanely well against Viv. But I mean, offensive Zapdos is just a monster in general.
yeah, it
Like
is.
it's so natural. Like it's not even the stats don't even look that good, but it's naturally bulky enough that you're never gonna one shot it, even if
No.
with zero investment. And it's got 125 special attack and 100 speed, with
Mm.
those high base power stab moves of Thunder and Hurricane.
Hmm.
It's just so much.
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
overwhelming.
well, I was about to say, you know what's fun is Mega Subtile with Lightning Rod, but then counterpoint Hurricane.
Yeah, Hurricane.
Hmm.
So a tough one.
Yeah, I like Dave's team a lot. I'm giving it to Dave.
Yeah. What do you think, Lebo?
I've been looking at this one. Dave.
Oh my goodness.
Listen,
He's.
All right,
I was
next
looking at the
match.
next one.
Oh my goodness. Whatever. It's. I give it to Viv. He gives it to Dave. Lebo's unvoted because
I'm tied.
he's too slow.
I think it's gonna be a tie.
Yeah, okay, guy. All right, Garrison versus Dan.
Oh, I'm
I was
going with
looking at
my
this one.
Conference Cup mate, Garrison.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I gotta.
that's true. Garrison's got the Togekiss flying right, but there's Garganacl and whatchamacallit
Zama and
and
If
Zama
anything can
and
take on Garganacl, it's. I mean, if anything can take on Togekiss, it's Garganacl.
yeah. So.
But it's the fat team of Dondozo and Garganacl with
Mhm.
a Zama and H Typhlo.
Mhm.
And what does he
Just
do
sort of
for
click all those buttons.
Goodra?
Garganical actually does insanely well against Garrison. He's got to figure out something for that.
Goodra just flash cannons it, but it also doesn't want the Salk here.
Yeah,
So that's
especially
gonna
not as a
be an
steel
interesting
type.
play.
Well, we'll have to see what Garrison tries to
I'm still rooting for
attack.
Garrison.
He tries to
Dan,
bring.
I believe in you. I think you can do it.
I also am going to give this one to Garrison because I think
Oh
Garrison
yeah.
has some fun stuff on his team. I like Dan's team. I think it's wacky as hell, but I think Garrison might have a little bit of clutch factor with that Togekiss. We'll have to see what happens.
I think I agree with you. I just want Dan to win.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And last battle of the week, we have Argonaut and M1.
Again, I have to give it to my Conference Cup mate. Sorry, M1.
That's reasonable.
But Argonauts in my
Heatran,
conference never win
Conk,
points.
Sharpedo, Flygon, Pre-Z, Vikavolt. Argonaut's team has a lot of hard hitters. He did a very, he isn't very heavyweight, you know? He has 400s, but they're all pretty damn good. They're all things that can get out of hand. This is Argonaut versus M1.
Yeah,
Let me see M1's team.
I'm noticing he has a pretty tough time against Enamorus.
I was going to say, Enamorus looks really good into Argonaut's team.
Oh, Enamorus is now the Terra Captain, isn't
Yes,
Right.
that's also a big change. M1 change. Terra Captain to Enamorus Eye with Fire, Ground, and Steel instead of Ogerpon Wellspring.
he? Ooh, yeah, Ogre upon Wellspring is pretty good. Here, Skeledirge is pretty good here.
I don't know, Skeledirge, it's not going to appreciate Mega Sharpedo or Conk with a knockoff.
PZ needs the Shadow Ball.
Yeah, PZ is going to have to pack Shadow Ball if it comes.
Oh yeah, you can't Willow Conk, so that's kind of not good. But I mean, you have Enamorus, you got Struckle. I'm going with M1.
I
Listen,
still have to stay
Shuckle,
with my division.
Falco's gonna do it.
You think it's gonna contrary Shell Smash and Toxic Stall Argonaut's
Yes.
team?
Yeah. This is really just based off of Enamorus mostly. I think
Okay,
Enamorus
that's
can
fair.
cause problems.
Yeah,
That's
Namorus is
200
so
point
good.
mod for a reason.
You do got to be real careful with. Wait. Oh, his fighting type is Sneasel. But I think he can make it work. I think he can make it work. If it's gonna be tough.
All right, so who do you got?
Argonaut's so widespread.
Because I got M1.
I'm going with M1.
All right. We have our predictions in. We'll see what comes. We'll see what. No, we'll see what comes in these battles. That was right. Um, you guys got anything else you'd like to add before we close this one out?
Well, I've got a question for all of you.
Okay.
Is this week, week 3, the most important week of the season?
You bet
This
your
is
sweet ass it is.
absolutely the most important week of the season.
It does not get
We
more
got a
important
second
than
round
this.
of Conference Cup matches. We have our people fighting the last person of their division. Actually, no, not the last. It's absolutely the most important week of the season.
It's
Without a
so
doubt.
yeah, it's so new that so many things can change. Big pluses can happen. You know, set yourself early off for a lead or potentially give yourself some momentum for later on in the season. But yes, it
Maybe
is the
those people
most.
without one win can get their win.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, the
That's,
season is still early.
that's what I'm saying, dude.
It is
It's
early.
wide,
Vic
wide
has a
open.
commanding lead, but that's not necessarily for long.
No, he could win. He could play consistently, win a couple, lose a couple, but only plus like 2 or 3 more time. Only get 2 or 3 more plus at the. It's like
Yeah, plus is great, but you still got to keep winning.
yeah. So, and with that, I think we're out for today. Everybody enjoy, and we will see you hopefully on Tuesday for another live broadcast of our battles. Message myself, Mike, any of the commissioners really, if you can battle on that day, but primarily Mike because he does our scheduling for that stuff. And get ready to rock and roll next week. Bye bye.
Have good Pokemon, everybody.
See ya.